Hockey Show. I'm the Trev. It's too sweet. Anyway, gonna finish off these divisions. And today, we're in the Central, home of your reigning defending Stanley Cup champs. And if you haven't caught my other division predictions covering the East, there should be links up there to both of them. So check those out. On paper, the Central doesn't really look like it's going to change a whole lot from last year. In my mind, anyway. At least as far as the top 1 through 4, maybe 5 is concerned. Because you can mix 2 to 5 anywhere and it would make sense. Bottom 3, very predictable, but let's get into my division picks. Let me know if you think I'm out to lunch. Let me know your picks in the comments below. See who's right at the end of the year. See, as I was saying, on paper, or at least on the screen here, it looks very predictable, at least as far as the bottom 3 is concerned. The top 5, I mean, number 1 I think is pretty much a given, but 2 through 5 could go anywhere. And like I said, it could make sense, but this is the point where I think I'm comfortable in making my final picks. So I'm going to start with 8, go to 1. So here we go. Number 8 in the division, and number 32 in the league, Arizona Coyotes. I didn't think it would be possible for a team maybe not named the Islanders to get any worse during the offseason, but Arizona was all like, hey, hold my beer. But aside from Keller, Schmaltz, and Chychrun, as long as they can ride Chychrun, they've really got not much else going for them. And, a less than average sized arena that they're going to have to sell out every game to, maintain some kind of relevance. But I have a different theory on all that. Either way, yeah, last overall in the league. I'm calling it now. Number 7 in the division. Number 31 in the league. I'm picking Chicago. Oh, rebuild in full effect. And these two guys here, they're gone by the end of the year. Guaranteed it. Last year, their deal, 10.5. Even if Chicago retained half on both salaries, they're both gone. I guarantee it. They're not going to suck as bad as Arizona, but they are going to suck for a bit. And that's unfortunate because, it was fun seeing a competitive Chicago team. But, when you got to go, right? Number 6 in the division is going to be Winnipeg. And Winnipeg is a bit of an interesting dynamic. More so in, it's not so much because it's a small market, it's because everybody wants out. Dubois wants out. Wheeler and Scheifele have been making hints of wanting out. I haven't said anything officially, but I don't know how much of this team that's intact, that's not named Kyle Connor, stays intact. Kyle ain't going anywhere for a long time, but how long till the Jets become competitive again? That should be the question mark. 5th in the Central, it's going to be Nashville. See, re-signing Forsberg wasn't the best move. It was the only move that the Nashville Predators had to make, and they made it. The problem is now you got 3 guys tied up at $8 million or more. If Saros can get a lot more confident and stay healthy, Nashville can be a great team. And this is what I was saying, 2 and 5, between 2 and 5 could be interchangeable and it would make sense. So if Nashville jumped up a spot, it wouldn't surprise me, but I'm calling them finishing 5th. I'm not going to say wild card, just because I'm not a huge fan of having to throw that out in a prediction. But if they do end up running to the playoffs, they might miss by a point or 2. It'll be a heartbreaking decision, but hopefully they're better after this season. Coming in 4th will be the Dallas Stars. See, the Stars seem to be riding this whole youth movement the right way, which is a good thing because guys like Ben, Sagan, and Pavelski aren't playing like Ben, Sagan, and Pavelski. So in the place, you got the Rupi Heinz, you got John Klingberg, you got the young guys coming up. They managed to re-sign Ottinger, which was a great move. Ottinger's going to be an amazing goalie. Look for them to make a good stand in this season. Coming in third, I'm picking St. Louis. Aside from O'Reilly and Tarasenko being UFAs at the end of the year, St. Louis is still in a perfect position to still keep winning. I don't really think their one trip to the Cup final back in 19 was their last one for, well, it has been since, but they'll be back there. I mean, they still got Bushnevich, they still got Saad. Robert Thomas is going to play amazing. Defense is solid, not in question. Goaltending, when Binnington's on, Binnington is on like a light. Everything looks good in St. Louis. For second in the division, I'm picking Minnesota. I mean, come on, we all know it's the Kirill Kaprizov show in Minnesota. Who are we fooling? Really, Minnesota's doing really good outside Kaprizov. I mean, when you have Zuccarello, you have Fleury in net. And if you got a solid defense in front of Fleury, which they kind of do, it's great. And I mean, if Fleury's there for at least another year or two, if Gustafsson can really pick up on him, oh my goodness, it'll be solid as far as goaltending is concerned. Might even give number one a run for the money. I mean, anything's possible, right? Joining the mob with the unanimous number one for the Central Division, the defending Stanley Cup champs. Because I mean, who else could it be, right? The way they've been playing the last couple of years, yeah, it's a given they're going to go number one. And granted, they did lose some pieces. They lost Kadri, they lost Burakovsky, they lost Kemper. But you know what? The solid core is still intact. And when you have a Cale Makar on your team, everything's possible. So definitely look for them to dominate this division one more time. It shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. I'm not going to predict their playoff run just yet because we're not at the playoff part, but yeah. Ain't broke, don't fix it. So that was my look at the Central. Let me know where you think I'm out to lunch. Feel free to share your predictions with me. Let me know how you think I did. One of Trevs hockey shows. Well, thank you for tuning in. Don't think I don't appreciate the gesture, especially if you made it this far. It's a great thing. I do appreciate it. So since you're here, if you've made it this far, hit the thumbs up. Let me know you're here. That subscribe button, that red button that says subscribe all over it. If you haven't considered pressing it, maybe give it a shot. Subscribe makes you feel good. And we're going for 250. So let's get there. Socials in the description down below. Let's move forward. I got one more division to do. And I'm filming it right now. But either way, in the meantime, in between time, be looking for more videos from the Trev. Later.